Dear students, now let us start with the module 3 of software architecture and design patterns, that is the structural design patterns. Before going to start with the structural design patterns, first we should know about what do you mean by design pattern. A design pattern is a well proven solution for a problem. The thing is that the solution is given by the sum of the people. Suppose if you are facing a same type of problem, just we are going to use that solution to solve our problem. The thing is that already existing solution we are going to use to solve our problem. The types of design patterns are creational, structural and behavioral. Creational design pattern deals with the creation of the objects. The thing is that object is an instance of a class here. First we are going to construct a class. After that we are going to create an object of that class in order to access the behavior or the any features of that class. Then coming to the structural design pattern, it deals with the composition of classes and objects, which means that how we are going to integrate the classes and objects together to form a larger structure. Structural design patterns will give the model of the application, how we are going to arrange the classes together in order to form the structure of the application. The next one is the behavioral pattern, which gives how the objects and classes are going to interact together in order to perform the task, and what are the responsibilities of each objects with respect to the classes here. Now let us see the structural design patterns. The structural design patterns are concerned with how classes and objects can be composed to form larger structures. The thing is that how we are going to integrate objects and classes together to form the larger structures. The structural design pattern simplifies the structure by identifying the relationships. The thing is that how the classes are going to interact with one another. These patterns focus on how the classes inherit from each other and how they are composed from other classes. The thing is that one class is going to acquire the features of the another class. Structural pattern use inheritance to compose interfaces or different implementations. For example, a multiple interface can be used to combine features from two or more classes into a single class. What is multiple inheritance means what here? A subclass is going to acquire features from the two or more parent classes. This allows two or more independently developed class libraries to work together. Structural patterns specify a way to create new objects to realize new functionality. The flexibility of object composition allows us to change the composition at runtime. Now let us see the types of structural design patterns. Actually, there are 7 types of structural design patterns. In this third module, he has given the full in detail explanation about all these 7 patterns. Let us see one by one in brief. After that, we are going to deal with each pattern in detail. First is a adapter pattern, bridge pattern, composite pattern, decorator pattern, facet pattern, flyweight pattern, and the proxy pattern. Adapter pattern, adapting an interface into another according to the client expectation. An adapter pattern converts interface of a class into another interface that client actually wants. In other words, to provide the interface according to the client requirement while using the services of the class with a different interface. And bridge pattern separating abstraction from the implementation. This means that decouple the functional abstraction from the implementation so that the two can vary independently. When you are going to separate the abstraction from the implementation, we can add the features independently, it can grow. And the composite pattern allowing clients to operate on hierarchy of objects. This means that composite pattern allow clients to operate in generic manner on objects that may or may not represent a hierarchy of the objects. Now, decorator pattern means that adding functionality to an object dynamically. This means that attach a flexible additional responsibilities to an object dynamically. The decorator pattern uses composition instead of inheritance to extend the functionality of object at runtime. The thing is that we are going to add the responsibilities or the properties or the functions to the objects dynamically during the runtime. Facet pattern providing an interface to a set of interfaces. This means that just provide a unified and simplified interface to a set of interfaces in a subsystem. Therefore, it hides the complexities of the subsystem from the client. In other words, facet pattern describes a higher level interface that makes the subsystem easier to use. Flyweight pattern reusing an object by sharing it. This means that to reuse already existing similar kind of objects by storing them and create new object when no matching object is found. The thing is that we are going to use the already existing similar kind of objects for the solving the problem. Proxy pattern. Proxy means what? It is going to represent the another object. One object is going to be an agent of the another object. Object representing the another object. Proxy pattern provides the control for accessing the original objects. Just I have a glance over the all the highlights of these patterns. In the coming videos, let us see one by one all these patterns in detail. Thank you.